All right, guys, today we are comparing fractions. So let's start with A. A wants us to compare 4/6 and 2/6. 4/6 is blank, then 2/6. So it wants to know if it's greater than, less than, or equal to. It's given us a picture down here in the bottom. It's taken two circles and it's split each of these circles into 6 equal parts. So these were congruent wholes, and they were split into the same number of parts. So on the first one, we are going to shade 4 of the 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one represents 4/6. And the other side, we're going to do 2/6. So 1, 2/6. So here's my 4/6, and here's my 2/6. Wants to know how we would compare them, greater than, less than, or equal to. 4/6 has more of the whole shaded than 2/6. So 4/6 is greater. Remember, our symbol is a bully, and it points to the smaller number. You're small and I'm big. So our symbol is going to open up to 4/6, then it's going to point to 2/6. So 4/6 is greater than 2/6. So that's our first one. All right, the next one, it has 4/4 is blank, then 1/4. So they have two wholes. They were congruent wholes, and they're split into the same number of parts again. So these are both split into 4 equal parts. So we're going to shade the first one to represent 4/4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look, that's my whole figure. The next one, I'm just going to shade 1 of the 4ths. So we can look at those and we can tell that 4/4 is greater than 1/4. It's a whole thing. So the 4/4 is going to point to the 1/4, telling it that it's little. So 4/4 is greater than 1/4. All right. So now we need to look at C. C is 1/8 and 3/8. So again, these have the same sized, they have the same number of parts. So these congruent wholes were split into the same number of parts. We have 1/8 and 3/8. So on the first one, we're going to shade 1/8. And the second one, we're going to shade 3/8. Okay, so 1/8 doesn't have as much of the figure shaded as 3/8 did. So we know that 1/8 is less than 3/8. So it's being pointed at because it's the little one. And it's opened up to the greater one. So 1/8 is less than 3/8. So we're going to write 1/8 is less than 3/8. All right, let's look at D. We're dealing with 8s again. Now they have made strip diagrams instead of our circle figures. So they were both the same size. They were congruent, and they were both split into 8 equal parts. So we're going to shade 4/8. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4/8. And then 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 4/8 and 6/8. 4/8 covers less of the whole, so 4/8 is smaller than 6/8. So that means 4/8 is less than 6/8. Oh, the symbol is going to point to 4/8. 4/8 is less than 6/8. It's opened up to the larger number. All right, now we're dealing with 6th. We have 4/6 and 1/6. So they use strip diagrams again. They split it into 6. So we're going to shade 4 of the 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to shade 1/6. 4/6 covers more of the figure. So 4/6 is greater than 1/6. And then we are going to point to the 1/6 because we're telling it that it's little, that big bully symbol. All right, and there you have it.